232 years ago, the Constitution of May 3rd was adopted. Dear citizens of the Republic of Poland, hello, good morning. Let's make this day beautiful. Today is May 3rd. On this day, in 1791, at the Royal Castle in Warsaw, the most important document in ancient Poland was proclaimed, introducing wise principles of governance, increasing the rights of its citizens, and improving justice. It was the first modern constitution in Europe, enacted to save the country for partition and strengthen it after difficult times. These new good principles were proclaimed a great celebration of hope for Poles. The Constitution of May 3rd is like the book of the most important rules in the game called the state. Before its adoption, the rules in Poland were unclear, and many people were disadvantaged. What did it change? The king and the nobility could not do whatever they wanted, and the law became equal for a larger group of people. It tried to save Poland, which was weak and surrounded by enemies. It introduced a constitutional monarchy, a tripartite division of power, legislative, executive, and judicial powers, abolished the liberum veto, and opened the door to reform. It introduced modern state structures, expanded the role of cities, and laid the foundation for better care for the peasant. It did not fully satisfy the peasant's needs and did not eliminate social conflicts, although it in itself an excellent project for repairing the Republic of Poland. It became a pretext for Russia's armed intervention, which ultimately led to the second partition. Although it did not prevent the collapse of the state, the May 3rd Constitution remains the foundation of the Polish Republic tradition and a symbol of the fight for independence. The Constitution included the principle of accountability of the executive branch to the legislative branch. In the case of the May 3rd Constitution, this included the accountability of members of the guardians of the laws to the same. The judicial administration was created practically from scratch, and the functioning of the administration in general was reformed. A professional army several times larger was created, financed by a tax levied on the clergy and nobility, although this was treated as a voluntary sacrifice. Cities also benefited. They were recognized and regained the rights they once held. With the adoption of the Constitution, a growing number of noble circles began to understand that through hard reform work, we could ensure our continued presence in European history. Within a few years, significant political capital was built for the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth as a common good. The Constitution of May 3rd was unable to become universal. Russia did not and does not tolerate states with ambitions of independence and freedom. The revolutionary acceleration resulted in a war with Russia that could not be won, and Prussia simply waited for participation in the partition. Relatively few circles, not the masses of the nobility, stood behind the radical transformation of the state. The Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth found itself somewhat on the margin of the historical events of the time. However, the important and positive role of King Stanisław August Poniatowski was emphasized. In the second half of the 19th century, the liberal Belgian constitution became exemplary. Dear citizen, I am here to remind you of something important. You deserve love. You are enough just as you are. You are unique in ways you don't even realize. And you deserve to be loved sincerely, deeply, and unconditionally. Never forget that. Listen to me. This is your life, no one else's. Ultimately, you must be happy with the choices you make, the food you eat, the things you do, the goals you pursue. Don't let the opinions and judgments of others stop you from doing what you feel and know in your heart is good for you. Eat what makes you feel best. Do what gives you peace. Surround yourself with people who make you feel good, who make you laugh, who genuinely bring a smile to your face. The greatest happiness is a healthy body, peace of mind, and the right people in your life. Pursue what you desire, not because someone tells you to, but because you want it. Listen to that inner voice, trust your intuition, and trust yourself. However, ultimately, our lives belong to God. They are lent to us only for our time on earth. Therefore, we must treat our lives as He wants them to be treated and nurture them, for His Spirit is within them. Don't stress. Remember that others are in more difficult situations than we are. So let us cope with our obstacles and never forget that we are never alone. We have a devoted, trusted, and merciful partner who shares everything. He is the strength, and He has carefully designed our path, so it must remain as it is. Just keep going and stay focused. If you stumble and fall, He will pick us up and put us back on solid ground. Everything is His plan for us. With God, there are better days ahead. Just hang in there.